What's shaking YouTube? And I talk on Lords of Lawbox presents the comic book Shickers of the Week for February 22nd, 2024. Almost into March. My
almost God. One more week.
Oh, it is Thursday, so that means it's Freestyle Friday. So it's dealer's choice. So forget all y'all.
Nowadays, everybody wanna talk, they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move the lips. Just a bunch of gibberish, motherfuckers act that they forgot about Dre. What do you say to somebody you hate? What? Anyone trying to make trouble your way? Wanna resolve things with the money you way, but just study your tape of NWA. One day I was walking by with the Walkman on, when I caught a guy giving an awkward eye, dragging him off with the pocket knot. You know, I don't give a fuck if it was dark or not. Harder than me, trying to talk the dogs, but I'm drunk as fuck. Right next to a humongous truck in a two-car garage. Walking out with two broken legs, trying to walk it off. Well, fuck you too, bitch, call the cops. I'ma kill you when them loud-ass motherfucking barking dogs. And when the dog came out, we get Dre stood next to a burned-down house. With a can for the gas and a hand for the matches. And still weren't found out right here, cause they hear all out. It's a chronic too. Start today, tomorrow's a new. And I'm still local enough to choke you to death with the Carlton chew. Chicka, Slim Shady. Hot letters for the twin babies. And Mercedes band with the windows up to the 10 pros up to the mid-80s. I call them men ladies. Side doc, but I've been crazy. It's kids. Go to him, Haley. Yo, he did it with him, yo.
Sorry, we had to give Randall Park a day off, but sign up in the live chat. Who do you like better, Randall Park or Chris Pratt? Me, I like Randall Park because that was his own lyrics, whereas Chris Pratt there just did Eminem.
That was still impressive, though. He nailed it.
It was impressive, yeah.
Speaking of nailing it, Laura, say what's good to people.
What kind of segue is that? Hi, guys. Welcome
whatever's
in.
last word that the last person says, I use as a segue. We'll set up Marty.
We have a really fun list. I'm excited to read this one, and I got Marty here with me tonight, so it's going to be a good night.
Well, that's not any proper segue for Marty, but
speaking of having a good night, Marty.
Yes, we're going to have an amazing night. Thank you for joining us. As always, please stay tuned. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to like. We are close to meeting our goal of eight.
Every time I go up, I go down. It's like I was 2 less subs in the last. I think if we ask for subs, and then people will like unsub or some shit. It's
Unsubber, yeah, whatever.
Algorithms. I don't know, man. Anyway, this show is brought to our friends over at CovrPrice.com. For your price guides, collections, and trends, head on over to CovrPrice.com. I actually think it might be no, forget it. Anyway, also probably sponsored by our friends at Bird City Comics. Use discount code LOTLB to get a discount code up to for 15% off. And I do believe, Laura, you're dropping something.
Yeah, so we had a Feral cover a week ago that sold out. So thank you guys for supporting that. And this is the next cover. Yeah, that one's gone. That did really well.
500, yeah.
Yeah, we keep the print run as low as we can. So this is Feral issue 1 as well, but this is the It Chapter 1 homage. But I don't know if you guys followed us back in the day. We actually did the Stray Dogs version of this cover. So we thought that doing the Feral would make a really cool set. This is going to be launching on Saturday. So stay tuned for that. And then one other thing, we were nominated for this like Image Comics Retailer Award, but people have to vote for us to win. So I'm putting in the link in the chat. And if you guys would not mind voting for us, it would mean the world to us. So
vote for Bird City Comics or get cancer of the eyes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I said it. I said it. I've been watching some trippy shit last night and was watching some good stuff today. So there may be a things people watch segment on this.
Oh, maybe.
All right.
Oh, man.
This is the Cover Price comic book shakers of the list coming from our friends at Cover Price, focusing on new sales or the most interesting sales found on their exclusive daily shakers list. So this changes several times every day, so make sure to check out every day to be some of the hottest trending books on the market, and that's how you read a bumper, boys and girls.
Well done, TiVo.
Yeah. All right. So let's get right to it. What do we have for our first shaker?
Yes, here we go. Number 1 brings you Amazing Spider-Man number 600. Oh. This is the Joe Quesada wraparound. This is the 1:15 ratio, published by Marvel in 2009. Dear friends and family, we are gathered here today to witness the sweet bonds of matrimony between my father, John Jonah Jameson Sr., and his lovely bride, Miss May Riley Parker. 2 very young souls in 2 very old bodies. J. Jonah Jameson. That's right. Did you know J. Jonah Jameson Sr. and Aunt May got married? As with many Spider-Man adventures, this story intricately weaves Peter Parker's personal life with a thrilling confrontation against one of his foes, in this case, Dr. Octopus and his menacing new technology. Oh, and Mary Jane makes an appearance at the wedding, too. Despite this being a mind-boggling issue, there are only 4 recorded 9.8 sales of this incentive variant, the most recent selling for $128. With Aunt May's relationship being noted as the steamiest out of all her affairs by Marvel itself, it's no surprise that Aunt May fans are keeping this particular issue alive and well.
And is this old Aunt May?
I think this is young Aunt May, to be honest with you, because you're talking about the father of J. Jonah Jameson. So you're kind of like going back, I'm assuming. But then you've got Mary Jane.
Marissa Tomei, Aunt May, hot, super hot. But all the other old geezers, nah, man, I ain't trying to join the Century Club. You know what I'm saying?
Here you go.
Spider-Man number 600, Joe Quesada wrapper on 1:15. You don't see many 1:15 variants anymore.
No.
It's either like 10, 25, 50 or something like that. But pretty cool, man. All right, what if number 2?
Oh, this is cool. This one I actually want to add to my PC eventually.
Yeah.
Before Watchmen, the Silk Spectre number 4, the Tim variant from 2012. So Bruce Timm is a beloved character and creator, not only in comics, but also in pop culture overall. His incredible work in animation led to some of the most iconic and beloved animated television series of the 90s and early 2000s. Batman, the animated series, is widely considered one of the best animated projects to date, and his work on Superman, Justice League, Batman Beyond, and more are also cherished by those who grew up watching them. Tim has left a huge mark in the comic industry. He co-created Harley Quinn with Paul Dini and has countless covers he has done to much fanfare over the years. One such cover is his variant for Before Watchmen Silk Spectre number 4. This was a ratio variant to a low-ordered miniseries, not to mention the final issue with issue number 4. This book has been a consistent seller in raw form for a while now, but this week saw a new all-time high sale for a CGC 9.8 for $600. This sale doubles the sale for a 9.8 copy a little over a year ago. Tim's work is very recognizable, and his fans are diehard. He has many other variants that haven't skyrocketed in price like this one, so it may be a good idea to keep your eyes peeled when digging in those back issue bins for Tim variants.
Three Rivers Comics says this was his book, so congratulations, man.
No.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome
Thanks,
when an actual top sale and somebody isn't in the live chat. So kudos to you, man.
Yeah.
Number 2 on the list is Before Watchmen Silk Spectre number 4, the Tim variant. I love the kind of 60s sexy miniskirt vibes going on.
Yeah, I see that, man. Yeah, I see
There's
that.
like two sides of Bruce Timm. There's like the kitty stuff, you know, and then there's like he draws some really kind of sexy dames. And I call them dames because they're always like throwback. They look like, you know, girls from the past. That's, you know,
Okay.
for lack of a better word. Here's a chance to get on the board, maybe.
Yes. Now I have this one too. Number 3 brings you Conan the Barbarian number 23. This is the National Diamond insert published by Marvel in 1973. Mark Jeweler variants have always been a big deal. People are paying big bucks for these inserts found near United States military bases, attempting to lure soldiers into buying jewelry for their significant others. Jewelry. Like Mark Jeweler's inserts, National Diamond Sale inserts also advertise jewelry sales, but are lesser known and not as collected. These were the precursors to Mark Jewelers and appeared in mostly Marvel and some Archie books. Even though National Diamond are rarer than Mark Jewelers, they don't get as much recognition. That is until this raw sale of the first appearance of Red Sonja sold for a jaw-dropping $2,000 on February 17th, which was only $600 shy of the most recent December sale of a graded 9.8 of the regular version. Maybe it's time we all go through our early 1970s comic books to see if we have any of these in our collections.
So this is not a Mark Jewelers insert. So this actually came out before the Mark Jewelers insert. So this is really rare. The National Diamond insert, but they were still selling jewelry. So I mean, go figure. But I mean, we don't need to talk about, you know, everybody should know about Mark Jewelers inserts since we've been talking on this show since what, 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
Essentially, the Mark Jewelers were on army bases. But
and I grew up on a Air Force base, so I do remember going to the bookstores. There were no LCSs or anything. All you
do you have a bunch of these, Marty?
Not anymore. I lost all those in the volcano that happened in 1991. Pinatubo.
Damn.
Yeah.
Where are you stationed?
I wasn't stationed. My father was stationed in Clark Air Base at the time.
Where's Clark Air Base?
The Philippines.
Oh shit! Volcano Philippines. All right, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's rarely ever hear that. Hey man, what happened to your collection? Oh, I lost the volcano. You're like, damn. You know,
I didn't know if I heard him right. Like, what did he just say?
Yeah, flooding.
Yeah. There's a lot of things you guys don't know about Marty here, man. I've got quite an extensive travel history and places I've been, man.
All right,
yeah.
Number 3 list. Conan the Barbarian number 23, the National Diamond insert, not the Mark Jewelers insert. Raw dog for $2,000. Wow. All right. That's number 4.
All right. John Carter, Warlords of Mars, number 18 from 1978. So despite John Carter being a beloved IP, it hasn't fared well over the years. In 2012, the film adaptation bombed, becoming one of the biggest failures in Disney's history. It landed right when comic adaptations were getting hot, and that wasn't enough to save it. Still, many forget how long this IP has been around, dating all the way back to 1941. Numerous prominent comic names have been attached to John Carter over the years, including Marv Wolfman, Chris Claremont, and a young Frank Miller. This book sports Miller's first work for Marvel, a historic stepping stone in a historic career. He's developed a massive fan base of his own, with one fan recently paying top dollar to acquire this notable work. A CGC 9.8 copy, one of 12 on the census, recently hit the market and sold for a massive $882. The last record in our database of it selling in that grade was back in 2017, when it sold for $150. Of the most recent sales, the highest we saw that's comparable was back in September of last year, when a CGC 9.2 sold for $105. With that crisp midnight black background, this book is tough to get in a high grade. The premium to do so is massive, when reported near mint raw copies sold for as little as $28 earlier this month. The peace of mind for some is worth the cost of admission, especially when you can add this first published work from Frank Miller at Marvel to your collection.
So I guess he got it because it's the first Frank Miller work for Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because John Carter, Warlord of Mars number 18 just seems like a random issue, but people liked it. Who said that in there? Kieran Marsh says, I like the John Carter. You know what? So do I.
I did too.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Edgar Rice Burroughs too. I remember my father had quite an extensive collection of books by him. John Carpenter's Warlord of Mars, and some of the covers that came along with it, the books too, amazing too. Anyways, I digress. Go ahead, Tim.
No, I was going to say the female protagonist in this is absolutely gorgeous. She is a beaut. I wonder whatever happened to her, but she is absolutely gorgeous, man. Just beautiful.
On the movie?
Oh yeah,
the movie, you mean?
Yeah, I don't remember seeing her in anything else, but you're right. She was just striking. But yeah,
strikingly gorgeous, and and everybody is half naked in the movie too. I mean, they all wearing loincloths and shit. So whatever the fuck they're wearing.
Yeah.
Lynn Collins is her name.
Who?
Lynn Collins. I'm trying to see what else she's been in.
Yeah.
She was in X-Men Origins.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Who would she play in X-Men Origins?
I don't know. It just shows like a line of who she. Let me see. I don't know. It doesn't say. Somebody in the chat will figure it out.
That's the only two.
Halfway there, boys and girls. What do we have for number 5?
All right, number 5. Yes, Knights of the Dinner Table number 1. This is by Otto Group, published in 1994. Indulge us while we share an intriguing piece of literature that has garnered a devoted fan base and is known to sell for staggering and minimal amounts of money. This unique book was the brainchild of Jolly R. Blackburn, who both wrote and illustrated it, following a group of close-knit friends participating in a role-playing game that mirrors the legendary Knights of the Round Table. During its publication, only a few books delved into the realm of role-playing games, which helped this book gain an ardent following.
What did you say? It delved
into the realm of role.
Okay.
Delved into yes.
Well, you almost got a bingo link there. Yeah.
How about
Lord
this? Which helped this book gain an ardent following. This week, a CGC 9.0 was sold for an all-time high of $800. Although this is only $10 more than the previous high of a CGC 9.6 sale of $790, set back in 2021. This book is a scarce find that we love to bring attention to when we see it resurface. It's also worth mentioning that this book has been known to appear in bargain bins with a price tag of just $1. So if you happen to come across one while scouring through the indie box, snatch it up before someone else does.
I remember seeing this on my LCS in 1994.
Did you really?
The 80s and 90s were a boom for indie comics. I mean, if you think about
like this
Press, Image, Valiant, just go on and on and on. But I mean, and there were some weird one-offs like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters, The Tick. Really weird off titles
really
like that.
Off, yeah. Trying to come up with a new superhero that hit.
Yeah, but this is just cool. Actually, Knights at the Dinner Table #1.
Yeah.
For $800, and it's only at 9.0. Yeah. All right.
Stevo, she's somebody was talking about it in the chat, Wolverine Origins. She's his like girlfriend. I think it's
Oh, she got killed at the beginning.
Yeah, Kayla something.
Oh, okay.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, she got killed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah. All right. What do we have for number 6? Let's go back in time, shall we?
Let's. Marvel Mystery Comics number 26 from 1941. Everyone knows comic book collectors. What?
Speedo alert.
Speedo alert. Okay.
Here's your next cosplay, Devo. Everyone knows comic book collectors love a fabulous cover with some of the best from the golden age of comic books. Not only does Marvel Mystery Comics 26 feature beautifully drawn cover art from Bill Everett, but also the first appearance of the rather odd villain, Armless Tiger Man.
No.
This cover depicts a wild World War II scene with a German Stuka dive bomber and a German U-boat trying to kill Submariner. For his part, he has ripped the landing gear off the German plane as bullets whiz by. Gorgeous line work and popping colors add to the intensity of this scene. The interior of the book features a number of short stories, as well as the angel in the case of the Armless Tiger Man. In this story, we learn our villain lost his arms working in a factory in Munich, Germany. After rehabilitation, he was able to strengthen his jaw and use his legs in place of his arms. He hated machines and went on a rampage, destroying all machines he could find. Caught by the Nazis, they sent him to America to wreak havoc on American machines, building weapons for the war effort. Before he could do any real damage, his plans were thwarted by the Angel. This past week, we saw a rare, high-grade CGC 8.0 sell for just shy of $13,000. That story sounds insane.
That does sound insane. And to me, I mean, does it seem kind of odd that Submariner could just put on his landing gear? Like Submariner could just fly up and just go straight ham and just destroy the entire
I love this cover, man.
Fleet of boats and airships and everything. You know what I mean? I mean, it's Submariner we're talking about here, man.
Oh, man.
Mr. Steal Your Girl Namor.
What?
Yeah, I was actually watching Black Panther Wakanda Forever yesterday. And yeah, that whole scene like where they come out of the water and you can just see their heads popping out scares the shit out of my teenage daughter. She's terrified of mermaids in that scene where they're like singing. She's like, I can't.
Do we have to do a segment called Things That Ms. Laura Watched?
Yeah.
No, but we do have something that Things That TiVo watched.
That graphics classic. Love it.
Unless you're living on the rock, Avatar: The Last Airbender's on, and it is fucking great. I can't even tell you how great it is, man. It pays proper homage to the first animated series. And they got great action, great martial arts, great camera work. I mean, all the characters are there. If you know your world of Avatar: The Last Airbender. When I first saw it because my nieces and nephews were watching it, and I was like, "What is this?" And I watched it. And I go, "Oh, this is really kind of not for kids." You know, there's some kiddie, also for adults because people are getting murked left and right. So
really,
there's some really intense storylines there that are just everybody thinks, "Oh, it's a cartoon," like what Tio was saying, it's meant for kids. But some of the stories are
amazing. That two white dudes basically took Asian culture and indigenous cultures and were able to make it into this martial arts fantasy kind of thing. They did a great job because it's not just that Japanese and Asian. It's also like the water tribes are more like Inuits or Eskimos type people. So and they
So would you come on Nerdvana with me if you wanted to like talk about? We're gonna do a whole Avatar episode. I think you'd be really good on that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Which one? The animated series or the new one?
No, we're gonna do a review of the new one once we watch the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I'll watch some. Yeah, I'll do the new one. Yeah, fuck yeah, I will.
Ellie's watching it right now. She's peeked her in her head. Iroh's my favorite.
I'm on the last episode. I had to stop this damn show, so I start the show.
Sorry, I'm talking too much. Let's keep going.
Yeah, it's only 7 episodes, or something like that. But each episode is like 41 minutes, so it's a good trip. Yeah,
nice.
Much better than the first movie that came out by M. Night Shyamalan.
We don't think of that movie.
That movie is really trash, man.
Terrible.
TiVo things that TiVo says you should not watch. What do we have for number 7? Always there's always a video game comic on the Shakers list.
Nice. This brings you Sonic Hedgehog number 11.
Sonic.
I'm sorry?
I had to do it. The commercial, the old commercial. Sonic.
Sonic. Okay. This is Sonic Hedgehog number 11.
Sonic. Don't let me throw you off.
Okay. Nathalie Fordrain. Cover RI. This is the 1-in-10 ratio. Published by IDW in 2018. If you're a fan of Sonic Hedgehog, then we have some exciting news. The origin story of Sonic has been discussed in great detail at CovrPrice, so we don't go into specifics here. However, we want to emphasize the significance of Sonic's association with IDW after they acquired the rights for Archie comics and brought on Ian Flynn, helping to retain current readers' interest and new inspiration in the franchise. Archie's portrayal of the series was adequate. Still, after IDW took over, there was a complete resurgence of this iconic arcade character. They also opted for limited variants, mostly 1-in-10s, and a few 1-in-25s, which assisted in boosting the series' overall value. And that's where Nathalie Fordrain comes in. Her earlier issues in the series are becoming increasingly valuable and much harder to come by, such as this week's feature Sonic the Hedgehog number 11, which set a new record with a raw sale of $315. Her work on the 1-in-10 variant has become a collector's favorite, and almost 6 years later, fans are still actively seeking to find every cover they can.
I'm sorry. All I can hear is your bulldog snoring.
I know. You can hear. Can you really hear that?
Yeah. Oh, he is going to town. Let the boy leave me.
That's my baby. That's my baby right there.
Number 7 on the list is Sonic the Hedgehog. Number 11, the Nathalie Fordrain. Wow, good job with that read. 1-in-10, 2018 for $315 for Raw Dog. Damn, what's going on in this world?
Right.
This is definitely an offer right here.
Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, next up we have Superman, the Wedding Album number 1, the collector's edition, DC logo edition from 1996. Are you ready for the wedding event of the decade? Star reporter Lois Lane marrying none other than Dr. Rajiv Naga, known drug lord? That's not what you were expecting, was it? Well, that is the way the initial story kicked off. In fact, it was Lois' unconventional plan of proposing to the drug lord to get close enough for an investigation to take him down. While the start of the story may have confused fans, Clark eventually proposes to Lois, and they are married among their loved ones. An interesting note is that several past Superman creators attended the wedding ceremony. Additionally, the officiant at the wedding is none other than Jerry Siegel. The officiant is Herbert Fine, taken from Siegel's pen name, Herbert S. Fine. He used that name when publishing his short story, The Reign of the Superman, the first story he wrote using the name Superman. This past week, a collector purchased a raw near-mint copy of this book for $100. That's $30 above what it sold for just a few days before this sale. It's interesting to see this book reach new all-time highs, even though it isn't the first time Lois and Superman have wed. The first wedding we saw occurred in Action Comics 484 in Earth 2 back in 1978. However, this book dwarfs those sales in value.
It's what's interesting, the dichotomy, if you will, or the irony of somebody paying so much for a book from 1996 when art was the main driver of comic books. It wasn't stories, it was art. If you think about all the image guys and everything, you know, TNA and everything.
Yeah.
There's not a fucking person on this cover. It's just all text, man. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just wild that, maybe that's the oddity of it, but so go figure, man. Number 8 on the list is Superman, the Wedding Album, number 1, the collector's edition, DC logo edition. Wow. Okay. If it says collector's edition, you should buy it. They're telling you something.
But in the 90s, that was a big deal. If it said collector's edition, people picked
first
it up,
issue collector's edition, super size.
Exactly.
I miss the giant size, super size books from like the 70s and the 60s or 70s when they used to do that. If you follow the Big Two on Instagram, probably his last 9 reels have all been from my collection. I sold it to him.
Really?
And there's some bangers in there. Hit him up if you want to get some of TiVo's stuff. All right. What do you have for number 9? Oh, whoa.
I like it. I like it. Number 9 shaker is Vanguard Illustrated number 2 by Pacific, published in 1984. This is the second Dave Stevens book we are covering this week. See Keith's write-up on Xena number 2, and it seems each month there are new highs to cover on another Stevens cover. This issue is one of the handfuls of covers Stevens did for Pacific Comics, the others being Betty Page, Alien Worlds, Rocketeer, etc. This unique book also features the first appearance of the Stargazers, a short-lived team of sorry about that, a short-lived team up book for 1989 that features artwork by none other than Adam Hughes. Vanguard Illustrated number 2 is a book that has been a cheaper option in Stevens' portfolio compared to some of his more popular covers. Collectors could frequently purchase raw copies for $20 or less for 34 years.
What is happening?
I don't know.
I'm playing music in the background to drown out the smell of his dog smell.
Okay. Oh, or less for years, but have since risen to nearly double that. This week's standout sale was a new all-time high of $350 for a CGC 9.8 graded copy. The previous 2 sold copies were $325 and $305, respectively, and prior to that, closer to $200. This is definitely a Stevens book on the climb. So if you see a decently priced copy on a local shop wall, it may be a good idea to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, did you guys, when you guys did your Dave Stevens show, Laura, did you guys cover this book?
We did.
You did?
Nice.
Wow, because I was going to say, this
Nice.
doesn't even look like Dave Stevens, but the more and more I learn about the man, you don't know what Dave Stevens draws like. I mean, everybody knows like there was Airboy, and he had a certain stilo, but I think he did it because of the era the book came out in. But I mean, like definitely go check out that documentary about Dave Stevens on it's on, what is it, on Amazon? I think it's on Amazon Prime. It's free or whatever. But
Okay.
this is by Base 305 called Turntable Terrorism. If you didn't know, here.
Oh, I like it.
Oh.
So last time we had a Lord's auction, I was going buck wild with music in the background. I was just like, because we were on we were on for like 3 hours, and I was just getting bored, so I started playing music in the background. I started taking requests. I got like 27 copyright dings, and I was like, all right.
Oh, when are you guys gonna do that again, man?
Never ever again. I told you I retired. Yeah.
Forever though? Can't we just make you come out of retirement? What if Marty and I are there?
I'm on this show.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll try. I still have one box of slabs and my run of X-Men and some other loose books. So
Big E's used to do an auction too, man. From if you guys don't know Big E's Comics,
and my Warriors, man.
Shout out to them. Yeah, shout out. They used to do comic auctions, but they I think they stopped doing that for a while, man.
They do it like not as frequent as they used to. There's some other cats that try to. But I think with the advent of like Whatnot and all these other things that it's YouTube. The YouTube auctions are people just don't do it. I mean, when we do them, we get like 100, 200 viewers.
Right.
But I mean, it's taxing. It's a lot of work, man. I'm just as opposed to just slapping a book up on Whatnot or not.
Yeah, now it's Whatnot.
Well, Whatnot you got
eBay Live. eBay Live's big now.
Yeah, how do I get a hold of eBay Live?
They have to like reach out to you, and you have to be approved for onboarding. We're actually being onboarded on Monday, but it was a bit of a process.
See, that's why I quit. God damn it! There's just too much shit I have to go through. Channeling
Yeah, you have to fill
my
out some
inner
stuff.
Marky Minute right now.
Marky Minute ran.
For you all school heads, you know what that means. All right, what last shaker of the list of the week, and then we're gonna see what's shaking today.
All right.
Okay. Last one, we have Xena, Warrior Princess #2 from Topps, and this was from 1997. What, you thought that since the calendar flipped to 2024, we would stop talking about Dave Stevens? Stevens covers are still going strong as new ones continually make all-time highs every week, it seems. This week, we cover 2 Dave Stevens covers, and this one may not be as well known as Vanguard. Xena hit the small screen in the mid-90s and was praised as a strong female character who was played by Lucy Lawless. This fan-favorite character was a spin-off from the show Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, where she appeared in 3 episodes before starring in her series that ran 6 seasons. Raw books can be found in the $20 range, so it was a little surprising to see a graded 9.8 sell for $165 on February 20th. A rising tide can lift all boats. So as this Stevens mania continues to grip the comic book community, expect to see more high sales reported in the Shakers report.
I should have played this song every time Laura reads because it's by Blondie.
Is it?
Yeah. Do you not know "Call Me" by Blondie?
No.
Oh my God! I'm going to reach in this and pull you out and just sit down and make you listen.
Your fault. It's your job to educate me on those type of things, so you're slacking.
Blondie, Parallel Lines. Get that album. It changes your life. That's all you got to know. One way or another. Call Me. On the telephone. Amen. Come on. Blondie is. She is an all-time.
Heard this song before?
I don't think so. Timo, turn it up a little bit.
All right, let me turn it up then.
Maybe.
Like clubs, that sometimes they'll play these like retro songs like this with clubs.
Yeah, it's like it was a disco song for when I wasn't. Yeah. Remember? Do you know "Heart of Glass"?
No.
Ah! Let's just continue on.
Dude, I was born in the mid '80s, so I think this was just like by the time I was like.
Blondie was big in the '80s.
I know, but I was like a newborn in the '80s.
Whatever. That's no excuse. I was a newborn.
I was a newborn.
I wasn't listening to music.
I was a toddler. What are you talking about?
All right, let's see what's shaking today, boys and girls. We have 10 or 15 minutes here. I'll find some new music for you.
Okay.
If that makes you feel better.
Yeah.
But I don't have any new music, sorry. So let me find something here.
This chat's going to kill me.
Yeah, they are.
Rapture. There's another good one. Yeah.
Rapture, yeah.
Travis Comics. Yep. He said Rapture. Yep.
Let me see.
Hey, Chad.
All right.
While you're doing that, I'm going to put the link in here again, guys.
Hi.
There you go. There's a link. Please. Oh, wait. I don't know if it went through. Please vote for us if you haven't already. It would just mean a lot to us if we were able to get that little rewards and recognition for doing retailer variants and whatnot.
Absolutely. You got my vote for sure.
All right. This is today's Shakers. Let's change this. So I have one of these left. I believe mine is 9.6, 9.8, so 4,400. Hulk 181, 8.5 for $5,000.
5 G's.
I still think this book has room to go, to be honest with you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So with Lois Lane flying.
Look at that. That's Supergirl, isn't it?
Well, Supergirl has blonde hair.
That's Supergirl. It's not blonde hair, man. What are you talking about? It's black hair.
I know, but Supergirl has blonde hair. This is not the first appearance of Supergirl. Lois Lane can do everything Superman can.
Oh, one of those stories.
Lois Lane has had a very, very interesting history, man. At one time, she was a black woman. You remember that? That was a highly collectible, actually.
I did not know that.
She was a reporter, and she wanted to know what the black experience would be like, so she turned into a black woman.
That's right. I remember that. That was more like that's more like a late 60s, early 70s book, I think it was.
Exactly.
Yeah. They had the outfit, not the outfit, but the style back then when they drew the characters. So yeah, you can always
cover
tell.
from 1947. This is incredible. This looks newer than 1947, huh?
47.
The colors
way.
the colors just jump. Wow,
Uncommon
1300 for a
time.
7.0 from 1947. They got a killer deal.
Wow, man,
Even 31,000. Yeah, but
Wow.
that cover, just look at that. Because normally I associate Golden Age books with golden covers. Because just turn the page here and you'll see there's a yellow cover, right?
Yellow cover. That's a nice cover. I do like that.
Yeah,
there's
Groot, Aquaman. Oh,
weird. What's weird? What's weird? Right over there to the left.
Laura not knowing any music from the 80s.
Okay, I know. I just wouldn't know it by like name. I would probably recognize the tune somewhere deep in my subconscious, but I just.
The Nymphs of Neptune, the Wasp World Inferno of the Fifth Moon.
Beware the nymphs.
Yeah, I've seen better looking chicks on the covers from 1952. Being honest, I mean,
yeah, for 52, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Nerdvana is
4,000 highest, 4,500.
A new. This book is crazy.
Captain Marvel.
Another book that's free. So 1942, but look at the cover.
Yeah.
Look at the colors on it. It's pretty.
I know that's really great covers for that.
Although Marvel Girl, Mary Marvel, kind of looks like a Cro-Magnon man. Like her forehead looks a little weird.
She does.
Doesn't she?
And the purple. You don't see purple.
No offense to any cavemen out there, but I'm just saying. I mean, she just looks like
right.
Those who
don't offend the cavemen. You remember that old commercial?
Like a troglodyte. That's what she looks like. She's a troglodyte. These are cool. If you ever run across these at your wherever you may go. These are the Marvel collectible reprints that are kind of these foil kind of variants. They did ASM 300, Spider-Man.
Yeah, I had the ASM 300 one. I actually got that one.
Yeah, I actually pulled the ASM 300 for Ryan at Comic-Con. He paid like $200 and he got it. He flipped it and he sold it for $1,500. Raw, no grade, 640 bones, highest known value, 2247 and 9.9. Yeah, this book is easy to get in 9.9 because of the cover that it's made out of. It's holofoil, but it's kind of like that thin holofoil cover. You know what I'm talking about? Not like the.
And a lot of people don't want to crack it either. You know.
Yeah. Oh, Gwen Stacy. You know this song, right? Back in Black.
One.
No AC/DC, Laura.
Yes, that's one I do know. And I don't want to say it's because of Iron Man, but the link's not showing in the chat. So I'm going to mess with it for a second while you guys are talking. I'm not sure why it's not going
See that
through.
Web of Spider-Man book right there?
Spider-Man
number 1. I remember getting that at the
then I'll post it. Maybe
bookstore.
because you're not an admin.
Okay, I'm going to do it now.
Admin, Laura. Ooh, spook, suspense, and mystery.
Suspenseful
Look at the colors on that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Very vibrant. Very vibrant.
All right.
Marty, that's like me before and after makeup.
No, I don't believe you.
Get it?
It's not possible.
The morning after.
Yeah, Laura in the morning, and then when you put
Inconceivable. Inconceivable.
Walk of shame. Let's see if it posts now. It should post. You see? I see it there.
Oh yeah, now it's there. Okay, sorry about that, guys. There's the link. So
yeah, because they won't just let anybody post, hyperlinks. Just me and JB. So, but if you want the power, I'll give you the power.
I feel like I should have the power. I should be able to.
Should have the power. Just don't abuse it. You know what I'm saying?
I won't.
All right, $700 for a raw VG. Wow. 1920. Dude, look at this. Now I want to see
Beautiful
the
cover.
rest of the covers though, because these look crazy.
Those are crazy.
Whoa. Well, yeah, they started getting really fucked up down here.
Look at
I like the one on the far left. Go down the far left, the green one with the red. That's perfect.
Someone was on some LSD back then, dude.
Yeah, well, it's 1954, so they're probably just smoking some of that dank ass ganj. You know what I'm speaking? Speaking of which, things people should watch and you should watch while you're on shrooms or perhaps partaking of some edibles or something.
Wow,
What?
this is a whole subject now? Okay.
I popped a gummy last night just to chillax. You know, it's legal in my state, so don't try to get on your high and mighty horse. So
don't judge. Don't judge.
I popped the gummy. I was home by myself, and so I for some reason I was like, I want to watch some trippy shit. So on Netflix, there's something called the Time to Infinity, I believe it's called. And astrophysicists and physicists and philosophers talk about the concept of infinity. It is mind-boggling. If you want an example
of infinity,
yes, if you want a really crude example of it, Google the Infinite Hotel or the Infinite Hotel Paradox, and it talks about how you just adds on numbers, and then it talks about how the universe is and how you measure time, and your mind after a while just like, what? So I was just glued to it. I couldn't stop watching it. I was
it's a mind fudge then, huh?
No, because these people know what they're talking about. They're not just talking to like that crazy dude from Ancient Aliens with the crazy hair. They're talking to like real physicists.
Dude, back up, man. There's nothing wrong with Ancient Aliens, first of all. And that he's slowly getting abducted. Okay, so just.
Man, we used to make fun of that dude all the time, man. There's memes about him, and it basically says anything. Oh, it was aliens. Like
it's the hair, right?
Yeah.
If you just change the hair, maybe.
Hair, man. I mean, yeah,
he just looks wild, man. I swear to God, that guy
you can't take him. You can't take someone seriously like that,
Yeah,
Anthony loves that show.
And then I watched About Our Universe with Morgan Freeman doing the narration, and you can't not watch Morgan Freeman narrate some stuff, right? And it just talks about it's crazy. I don't want to get into it, but obviously I was feeling really good, so my mind was free to wander. So sometimes you got to release the restraints of whatever is keeping your brain in the park state and just let it flow like water.
You're talking about consciousness, then basically
consciousness, man. Yeah, man.
You have to release yourself from consciousness.
Basically, just know that we're all gonna die in about 2 to 3 billion years when the sun explodes, because it's a giant ball of energy ready to explode. But we got to wait about 2 to 3 billion years, so no need to worry about it right now. But just when you think about that, and you think about just how small you are in life.
Really philosophical tonight, Mr. TiVo. Very philosophical.
No, didn't Billie Eilish say something like that? She's like, my only comfort in life is knowing that everybody I know and myself will all just die soon, eventually. Like that's what comforts her.
Well, I don't know. It'd be comforting and terrifying to some, right? Because they, and people will make up things to say that there's something after the afterlife. But there's an interesting experiment they talk about where they put an apple in a box, right? And they say if they leave that apple in the box long enough, it will turn back into an apple. And I was like, whoa. Just watch it and you'll be like,
okay. What's it called again, TiVo?
The Time to Infinity or something like that. Just search for Infinity on
Search for Infinity. There we go.
On Netflix. Yeah. Very, very heady. Very heady. Where was I? I lost my train of thought. Anyway, shout out to Nemesis Prime. He's got about 12 of these. The Clone Wars, #1, Dark Wars, First Appearance of Ashoka, not canon. $600 for 9.4, only 4,200 9.8. I may rewatch that.
I have one.
I sold mine. I sold everything. Well, at least we're all.
Shouldn't have done that. You should have kept it all. I have one too, but when I say me, it's Anthony's. But
I still got some cool shit, man. I still got some cool shit. You have not. I haven't posted in a while, but I'm gonna start posting all my X-Men books. Look at this: Street Fighter versus Deathstalkers. Morgan, you kill me.
Art germ, right?
Oh yeah, but Morgan's like my fake crush on a fake, fictionalized person.
Is Morgan the one in blue?
She's on the left. That's Chun-Li on the right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't think there's yet to be a Darkstalkers movie.
She looks like Purgatory from the Vampirella series.
She's got wings and a tail.
A little bit, yeah.
And giant boobies. Yes. Who the hell's Dimitri? All right. Just 9.8. But
well done, TiVo. Well done.
Just Morgan, man. Morgan. I don't know.
I have I have that one.
Dave Stevens in 3D, right?
Yep.
There you go.
I have to collect it too.
Wow.
What better than a book like that in 3D, right?
Mm-hmm.
Harry Iger, Sheena, Queen of the Jungle in 3D. CC 9.8 for $500. Holy cow. You should slab it. Is it slabbable? Is it a 9.8?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not. I would say more of a 9.4 if I had to give it a grade. But it's pretty
3D
good.
glasses in it.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Malibu Sun. One of those odd books.
I have that one. Yeah. What is that going for?
Let's see. July. This is Malibu Sun number 14. I do believe this is the first preview of Savage Dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
444. That's interesting. Yeah, somebody definitely. This is definitely an eBay bid, man. Some
9.8.
Of course, knucklehead who bet at $443.99 lost out.
Mine does not come close to a 9.8, man. Mine's been used and abused,
as it should be.
Yeah.
Okay, X-Men. You know what? Where's my night? Raw Dog, $400.
Mutant 87 still up on that.
So this is the first. So there's a new Walking Dead series that came out.
The Daryl. You talking about Daryl?
No, a new one. This is called The Ones Who Live. The Walking Dead.
Oh yes, I've seen that one.
And I didn't know it started yet. Apparently, I saw a commercial for it and it said still streaming now. So it's about Michonne and Rick. After we all thought Rick died, right? But apparently he's still alive somehow.
Well, in one of the episodes, I can't remember if it was Daryl. If you haven't seen Daryl, really, really great too. Great season. I think they did 2 seasons so far.
Oh, man, that is great. I've already did that as a recommendation for people.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a scenery.
I've got to validate you. Of course.
You got to validate me.
Validate.
You want to change my oil? Validate.
That's what we say in the clinical field. We have to validate people's feelings, man.
When you said validate, that's why I was like throwing off a bit.
Oh.
I was like,
I did, but it was cute. It worked.
Yeah, are you gonna oil, Valvoline, and
validate?
Look at this gnarly cover, dude. Oh, look at that scary beast. Oh, goddamn, double-headed.
Love that.
Gremlin, I don't know what the hell it is, but it's freaky. Tales of the Crypt number 33. $450 for a raw dog. $6,600 for a 9.8. You have to. I think superhero books from the 50s in high grade are nearly not as expensive as horror books are nowadays because most Superman's books survive the list. They survive the book burning. They survive Sodi, right? All this comic superhero books, and but horror definitely was getting canceled. If you talk about the Seduction of the Innocent and all that stuff, how they started doing book burnings and crazy shit like that. It's like, man, you can do that. So I mean, if you can get a 9.8, that's amazing. That's like frozen in time type shit right there, man.
Yeah.
And G.I. Joe. I've actually been looking for this recently for the longest time to complete my Daredevil run, but then I had it, I sold it, and I don't have it. So I was missing first Frank Miller on this run, which is 158, and then 168 is first Elektra. But I already sold my Daredevil collection, and you can buy them at Comics and Toys in beautiful Tustin, California.
I tried to. I began the Frank Miller.
God damn, $13,000 for a 9.8. Do we think Elektra's going to show up in the new series?
Probably, I would say yeah.
I think there's a chance of it. I mean, they already said Bullseye's going to be in it, so
yeah.
I think that's the. Let me see what else is coming out. Oh, Bad Batch is out. If you haven't watched, you want watching now, Marty?
Yeah, I have. I haven't started the new season, but I finished.
First 2 episodes kind of slow, man. I got to be honest with you.
Very slow, but yeah. you get past a few of the episodes, it picks up a lot more. So it's really good.
Yeah, because besides what's showing up on Disney Plus, Marvel only has 1 movie coming out this year, which is Deadpool 3. You know that?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about it. Marvel, Marvel Studios, they only got Deadpool 3 coming out. Everything else is slated for 2025 and so on and so forth. Yeah,
I see a lot of good series coming out, though. I know Dune, the 2nd season, is supposed to be coming out as well. Fallout's supposed to be coming out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
or what was that? Is that the video game that was just released? The video.
Yeah, it's been out for a while. My understanding.
No. There's a new one coming out, and it's Borderlands.
Borderlands.
Yeah, it's Borderlands. Okay. Yeah, the trailer looks really good, by the way, too.
Yes, I remember. Okay.
Yeah, I said this already. Can you go to see it? I said check out House of Ninjas. I was watching that. It started off slow, but it really gets good. The last 2 episodes, good old ninja.
He's validating you, TiVo.
He's validating
you.
Speaking of validating, Laura, any last words?
Yeah, thank you guys for voting for us. I appreciate that. And make sure you are ready for Saturday's launch because we have the Feral #1 launching, and we'll be back on Tuesday for. Wait, Marty, you have to do the blessing though. I can't leave without it.
I usually leave, the blessings for like the fall period, the changing of the solstice and stuff. But look at her face. She's just like, what?
I need it, Marty. I need my fix.
I will give you the blessing. TiVo, may I do the blessing?
Well, fuck it. I mean, it's your guys' show. I'm just here, fucking narrating on it.
Yay.
Fuck.
Anyways, may the comic gods continue to bless your long boxes and fill them with happiness, joy of everything from moderns, golden, silvers, even hieroglyphs, if you will, But nevertheless.
Yeah, I hope
Thank you for joining.
Caveman drawings come back at 9.9. Hey, forget about it. Hey.
Thank you for joining as always, and Excelsior.
Excelsior. All right, for Laura, Marty, JB, and Matt Damon, who can't make it because he's out on tour, but he'll be back on Tuesday. Make sure you leave a comment after this video post, so we'll give away one of Miss Laura's books on Tuesday.
Yes.
Yep.
It may be something we talked about on this very episode, so you have to watch it.
It was so fun tonight, especially.
All right. Until next time, boys and girls, keep digging in them long boxes, and peace.
Shake and make it, pull it back. Oh my God.
Hold on and get some, boy. In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 3 greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Now that's a name I've not heard.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
Shake and make it, pull it back.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright. In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright. Hold on and get some, boy.
Jack, here's the deal. I'm the best there is.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
What's in the box?